Most people think potatoes are just a simple food, but high above the clouds, in the mountains of the Andes, there is a place where a single plant carries thousands of years of stories. My name is Killa, and this is my home. Here, my family does not grow just one kind of potato. Across these mountains, our communities protect thousands of native varieties, each with different colors, shapes, flavors, and abilities. Some potatoes grow strong in freezing nights. Some survive dry seasons. Some have been passed from one generation to the next for hundreds of years. But the most surprising thing is this: we did not bring potatoes here. The potato was already part of these mountains long before modern farms, supermarkets, or even many countries existed. Our ancestors learned how to understand this plant, how to grow it, and how to keep its diversity alive. So why did the people of the Andes choose this humble crop? Why not another plant? And how did one mountain village become connected to one of the world's most important foods? This is the story of the potato and the people who protected it. When you look at these mountains, you might think they are impossible places to grow food. The air is thin, the nights are freezing, the land is steep and difficult. So why would anyone choose to plant potatoes here? The answer is hidden beneath the soil. The potato is not just an ordinary crop, it is a survivor. Thousands of years ago, people living in the Andes discovered that this plant could handle conditions where many other crops struggled. Potatoes could grow at high elevations. They could survive cold nights. They could store energy underground, protected from harsh mountain weather. For communities living between the peaks, this was not just convenient. It was the difference between having food and having nothing. Over generations, farmers carefully selected the strongest plants, saving the best seeds and adapting potatoes to different parts of the mountains. Slowly, one potato became many, and those many varieties became a treasure hidden inside the Andes. Imagine walking through a field and seeing potatoes that are purple, red, golden, white, and even almost black. It might look like a collection of strange vegetables, but to us, every color has a reason. The Andes are not one environment. Every mountain has different temperatures, different soils, and different weather. A potato that grows perfectly on one terrace might struggle just a few kilometers away. So our ancestors did something incredible. Instead of creating one perfect potato, they protected many different ones. Some varieties are better against cold. Some handle dry conditions. Some grow faster. Some have special flavors. Some are perfect for storing through difficult seasons. This diversity is like nature's own safety system, because when the environment changes, having many choices can protect an entire community. The secret of the Andes was never about growing the biggest potato. It was about keeping many possibilities alive. From far away, these mountains look too steep for farming. But when you come closer, you discover something incredible. The mountains are not empty. They are carefully shaped by generations of farmers. Stone terraces climb the slopes like giant staircases. These terraces protect the soil, control water, and create small farming spaces where potatoes can grow. Our ancestors learned something important. They did not try to defeat the mountains. They learned how to live with them. Water from the high peaks slowly travels through ancient channels. Stone walls protect fertile soil from being washed away. Different terraces create different environments for different potato varieties. Every stone has a purpose. Every field has a story. Farming here is not about machines or speed. It is about observation, understanding the clouds, feeling the soil, knowing the mountain. The Andes are our challenge, but they are also our greatest teacher. For months, these potatoes stay hidden beneath the earth. And then one day, the mountain gives its treasure back. Harvest season is one of the most special moments in our village. When we dig into the soil, we never know exactly what colors will appear. A purple potato, a golden potato, a tiny one shaped like a stone, a large one with patterns created by nature. Every harvest feels like discovering something ancient. Families work together across the terraces. Children help collect potatoes. Elders carefully choose which ones will become food and which ones will become seeds for the next season. But harvesting is not the end of the journey. In the Andes, we learned that protecting food is just as important as growing it, because one successful harvest must survive until the next planting season. And that is where another ancient tradition begins. In these mountains, time moves differently. A harvest must last through cold seasons, difficult weather, and uncertain years. That is why our ancestors discovered ways to preserve potatoes using the power of nature itself. Through freezing mountain nights and bright sunlight, potatoes could be transformed into a dried food called chuño. It was a remarkable invention, created without modern machines. The mountains provided the cold, the sun provided the warmth, and people provided the knowledge. But preserving potatoes was not only about food, it was also about protecting the future. The healthiest potatoes were carefully selected and saved as seeds for the next planting season. Families shared varieties with neighbors. Communities protected different types of potatoes together. This is why so many varieties survived, not because of one person, but because generations of people understood that every potato was worth protecting. To many people around the world, potatoes are simply something on a plate. But here in the Andes, potatoes are part of our everyday life. They are in our kitchens, they are in our celebrations, they are in our family stories. My grandmother can look at a potato and remember where it came from, who shared it with her family, and how many generations protected it before reaching her hands. Different potatoes become different meals. Some are cooked fresh, some are preserved for difficult seasons. Some are saved carefully as seeds. But their meaning goes beyond food. When families exchange potatoes, they are sharing trust. When elders teach children about varieties, they are sharing history. A potato is small, but inside that small seed is a connection between people, mountains, and time. For us, potatoes are not just something we grow. They are part of who we are. For thousands of years, potatoes lived quietly inside the Andes. Then one day, they began a journey beyond these mountains. Through trade, exploration, and history, potatoes traveled far from their original home. They crossed oceans, they entered new lands, they adapted to new climates. Eventually, this humble mountain crop became one of the world's most important foods. Today, billions of people eat potatoes every year. But many people do not know where this story began. Before potatoes reached farms around the world, they were already helping Andean communities survive for thousands of years. The world discovered the potato, but the Andes knew its value long before anyone else. And even as potatoes traveled across continents, the communities here continued protecting the original diversity hidden in these mountains. Today, the world has many modern potato varieties. So why do we still protect thousands of ancient ones? Because diversity matters. Every potato carries different strengths. Some can survive colder temperatures. Some can grow in difficult soils. Some may help future generations face changing climates. These varieties are like a living library, written by nature and by people. But this library exists only because someone chooses to protect it. Every year, farmers save seeds. Families exchange varieties. Children learn from elders. The knowledge continues. The potato is not only part of the past, it may also be part of the future, because sometimes the answers to tomorrow's problems are hidden inside traditions that began thousands of years ago. When people around the world think about potatoes, they often see only food. But when I look at a potato, I see a story. I see the mountains that shaped it. I see the ancestors who protected it. I see the families who planted it, harvested it, and shared it. The potato traveled across the world, but its heart remains here, in the Andes. In these mountains, we learn that survival does not always come from controlling nature. Sometimes it comes from listening to nature, from respecting diversity, from protecting what seems small but carries something much bigger. A single potato can feed a person, but thousands of potatoes can preserve a culture. This is the story of my home, the story of the Andes, and the story of a small plant that changed the world.